back to my channel. My name is Alexandra, and in today's video I'm going to show you what I generally keep in my study bag. So I don't always study at home. Like most of the time I will either go to Starbucks or I will go to my grandma's to study. So in my study bag I just keep things with me that will help me study. So I don't bring my laptop with me, I just bring everything that I'm taking notes on and I'm studying at that moment. So if you guys don't know who I am, then I'm Alexandra. I started my YouTube channel I think last month, and I am currently studying my A-levels, so I am a mature student. So the whole point of me starting my YouTube channel was just capturing and documenting my journey through doing my A-levels as a mature student. So if you have any questions about that, then I do have a video out already that explains how my courses are going and how I do my courses and how my lessons work. So if you're interested, then check that out. So yeah, so let's begin with today's video. So this is the bag that I have here. So it is like a little tote bag, and it just has a little design on it. Like, I honestly love tote bags to carry all my study and stuff in, because it is just big enough to fit in my textbook and any other study material that I'm bringing with me. And also it doesn't really get in the way too much, and it fits perfectly in my car, as I do have a pretty small car, so it fits perfectly in my car. So now I'm going to show you what I generally keep inside of it. So in my study bag I have a folder, so depending on which subject I am studying, I will bring that folder with me. So this is my sociology folder. So like all my folders are different colours. You can can you see my folders in the back? So I have a pink one and a blue one. I mean, it looks blue in the camera, but it's more greyish. So the pink one is law and the greyish one is psychology. So in my folder, what I keep is that I just have the front page just saying sociology, so I know which folder it is. And then my next page is just the, what's it called? It's just the specification. So let me show you. So here's the specification. So the next thing that I have in my bag is a textbook. So with the subject that I am going to study, I will bring the textbook with me. So here's my sociology textbook, and I have these tabs in. So at the moment I am doing textbook work for sociology. So this tab here, the orange one, is just labeling any diagrams that I'm going to draw out. So I am a very visual learner. Like, it helps for me to be able to draw out diagrams and to draw like mind maps and stuff, as that's how I learn. So this pink tab here is just a bookmark. So it's just telling me where I stopped off and where I need to continue making notes on. Okay. So the next thing that I have is my notebook. It is literally my notebook. Like, this is where I take notes on all the textbooks. So generally I do prefer typing things out on my laptop, as that's how I learn best, because then I can like print it out and highlight stuff, and I can visually see things a bit more. But with this is where I put all my homework. So if you guys have seen my A-level video, then you know that we do not get homework during the course, and I assign my own homework. So whatever the course refers to the textbook, I will briefly read that during the lesson, and then I will then assign that as homework. So this is where I have all my homework. So yes, this tab is for psychology, this tab is for sociology. So you may be questioning how come I never mention law. So the reason I don't mention law as much is because, so the textbook, like, you don't need to have the textbook. Unlike psychology and sociology, where you needed a textbook, you don't for law. I think it's because, like, in the lessons, like, yeah, law is definitely the one that takes me ages to do my lessons because of how packed and how much information is in each lesson. So yeah, the textbook isn't a need. You do not need to have the textbook, but I'll probably end up buying it at the end of this year, so then I can go back and study off the textbook a bit more and get a bit more information. So yeah, that's why I do not mention law as much. Okay, the next thing that I bring with me is literally a little pocket or a little folder that has some material in to help me study and take notes. So in it, I will bring flashcards. So I really like using flashcards. I like being able to, like, briefly write down definitions and stuff on these. So yes, I always use flashcards. I find them very useful for when I'm trying to remember which words mean and which concepts means what. My memory isn't the greatest, but these definitely help. And the next thing that's in here is, I have mentioned this a couple times on my channel already, but they're kind of like post-it notes, but they don't, like, they're not sticky at all. So they're literally just squared pieces of paper, and they're different colors as well. The reason why I like using these is because anything that I need to go over and study and take notes on, I'll write on here, and then I will then, like, staple them together, and then I will just tick them off as I go. So I literally use these as a to-do list. And I also use these when I am going to draw diagrams as well, especially in psychology, as you have to know about the different neurons. So these are very handy for that. Okay. The next thing that I generally bring with me is this little box. So let me open it up for you. So in this box are literally the bookmark post-it notes. So I carry these around with me just so I can bookmark my textbook, I can bookmark my homework book as well. So I find them quite handy for that. Okay, the next thing I have is my pencil case. So I've actually stolen this from Caroline because I do not have a pencil case. So I do want to upgrade to another pencil case at some point, to a bigger one. So let me show you what I normally keep in here. Okay, so I have this little mini stapler. So this is perfect as, because it's mini, it fits in my pencil case, and it's just perfect for when I need to staple pieces of paper together, like those squared pieces of paper that I use. I also have these mini scissors, which come in handy sometimes. I don't normally use scissors too much, only when I need to cut stuff out of my homework, like a diagram. If I've drawn a diagram in my homework book, I will then cut out the diagram just so I can see it a bit more. I then also have some more post-it bookmarks, but these are actually quite cute. Like, they're pink with a little love hearts on it. I also bring two highlighters with me, as during my homework these are the two that I use quite a lot. Even in, like, if I'm highlighting my study notes, then I use these two the most. I also bring my pen with me. So I really like this pen, as, I don't know, like, the ink, like, it writes so perfectly. I love this pen. And then I will always bring like a spare pen with me, just in case that one runs out or I can't find it. I also bring these paper clips. These ones are quite cute as well, as they are nice and pink and they all have like different faces on. I will also bring these 3 coloured pens with me. Like the highlighters, each pen means different things, so I will use them accordingly to what pen they are or which pen they are. So that is, oh, I also have like normal paper clips. These are pink as well. So I will normally use these just to keep all my flashcards together. So yes, that's everything in my bag at the moment. So the next thing that's in my bag is just these little earphones right here. So I will use these, like, especially when I go to Starbucks, as I find like other people talking quite distracting, only because I am quite nosy. Like, I just want to listen in to everyone's conversation, which isn't, like, it's probably not a healthy habit to have, but I am very, very nosy. So when I put them in, I will, if I want to listen to a TV show, then I will always watch Gilmore Girls, as I have watched Gilmore Girls so many times over and over again that I know what happens, so I do not need to concentrate on what they're saying. I just use it as background noise. But if I want music, then I will always find like a playlist on YouTube and just listen to like instrumentals. So I never listen to music with words or with lyrics, as that is just too distracting for me. So I will always bring some water with me. So this one is 1.5 liters. I will bring it with me just in case I get thirsty, and because it's 1.5 liters, it will also remind me to make sure I drink a lot and to drink enough, as I find it quite hard to actually drink more than 2 liters in one day, because especially when I'm drinking coffee, like I will try and replace coffee, or try and replace water with coffee, which isn't exactly the healthiest thing. And also your brain needs lots of water so it can concentrate and focus and be the brain that it wants to be. So I will always bring water with me. And then I will always bring my over-the-shoulder black bag. So I really like this bag as it is quite small. So it's not like I'm going to be carrying a lot of things with me when I go to Starbucks or whatever else to study. And I will just bring my bag just so I have my purse with me, because even though I do use my phone to pay, I like being able to have my driving license with me, as you never know when you're gonna get pulled over for the smallest thing. So I always keep my driving license with me just in case I do get pulled over, especially driving Caroline's car, because even though I'm insured on her car, I am not the primary driver or the primary owner. So yes, I always make sure that I have my purse with me and my little bag. And in my bag as well, actually, I almost forgot, I will keep a ton of hair ties, because normally I will keep a hair tie on my wrist as well, but just in case I lose the hair tie or one breaks, because my hair annoys me when I'm studying. Like, it just gets in my face and gets in the way, so I do really like just tying it up when I'm studying. So another thing that I always bring with me to study is my little battery pack with these like charging leads as well. So I pretty much always keep this in my bag unless I'm recording, as my ring light needs to be plugged in somewhere. So my ring light is just currently plugged in. But yes, I normally just keep it in my bag, because like just in case like my headphones die or my phone is about to die. So just make sure that everything is charged up and has enough juice to last me. Like, I'm not as strict to bring this if I'm using Caroline's car, as I would normally plug in my phone in her car so I can listen to my music and use the GPS. But in my car, because my car is like 11 years older than Caroline's car, like having this in my car is perfect, as my car is a tiny bit old. Like my car is 16 years old. Like she is not as high-tech as Caroline's car, so this is perfect so I don't run out of juice when I'm driving. So that's my video for today. My ring light has literally just broke, which is why I'm holding the camera, so I do apologize if it's looking a bit So if you like this video, then please like and subscribe and let me know what you think in the comments. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye. I love you when I hate you and I hope